and thank you for tuning in to Sunday Soul Care on the Restored to Power YouTube channel. I am so glad that you've tuned in again. I'm always excited to see folks tuning in, following Soul Care Shorts, subscribing on the YouTube channel, and just listening in. I'm just always grateful and humble to be able to take this journey with you and spend some time with you. You know, hopefully Sunday evenings are working for everyone. You know, I just always felt like having this opportunity to be inspired and encouraged on Sunday evening after all the weekend work is done, after the Sunday dinner and family time is done, you know, then we've got to put our minds at ease and at rest and prepare for the week ahead. So I just want to spend this time with you to encourage you, to inspire you, and hopefully set you on the right path to have a productive and an inspirational week. So this week, I'm actually going to switch it up a little bit and switch over to talking about one of my previously released books, Hope for the Soul. So this book has been such a blessing to my life, to my kids' lives, to my family's life, to my church members' life. So many people have purchased this book and given me so much feedback and so many testimonies about how Hope for the Soul has blessed them. I've had some readers come back and tell me, hey, I was going through a tough time, and that book, I actually read it twice. So yeah, I've had readers to read this book twice to inspire them on their journey. It's like 21 short inspirational short stories to inspire you every day to get up, keep running, keep moving, keep going, don't stop, keep going, don't throw in the towel, run the race, finish to the end. It's that cheerleader for your soul type of book. And sometimes we just need that. I think everyone needs that inspiration at some time or another, if not some point in every day. We just need that tap on the shoulder to say, hey, you've got this, don't quit, keep going. So tonight I'm going to open up with the introduction of the book. I'm just going to read through the introduction. I'll be going over it over the next couple of weeks as well. But if you don't already have a copy of this book, I highly encourage you to head over to my website. It's KimberlyMichelleFord.com. Click on publications from the menu, and you can read and learn more about the book. You can see where to get it. You just click this, click the order button. I think it takes you right to Amazon. So, you know, get to the website, pick up the book, read more. Don't settle just for these snippets that I'm going to be sharing over the next couple of weeks, but get the book. It will bless your life. So like I said, I'm going to start with the introduction of the book. Just put my little handy dandy eyes on so that I can see. And I'm going to open up with the introduction. So the subtitle of Hope for the Soul is Make Yourself at Home in God's Heart. And so I'm going to talk a little bit more about what that actually means. So it opens with, I pray this book touches the hearts of each and every reader. No matter who you are or what you have experienced in life, I am convinced that each of us have had an experience with rejection, abandonment, and or inadequacy. Like many of you, I'm familiar with the effects of family dysfunction and its ability to create long-term relational dysfunction. No matter how much we try to pretend and portray the picture-perfect family, it just does not exist. Hollywood writers haven't even succeeded at creating a perfect television family. For a huge portion of my life, I've struggled to combat a sense of physical and emotional displacement. When we experience abuse, abandonment, and rejection as children, we grow up with all sorts of self-sabotaging behaviors. My self-sabotaging behavior for many years has been allowing abusive people to come into my life and control my self-perception. This is mostly due to the abuse I witnessed and the sexual abuse I endured as a child. As a result, I developed into a woman who subconsciously believed that this abuse was normal. I subsequently believed I deserved it. Sadly, I grew to believe that this was love. I did not develop a healthy set of boundaries as a child, so over the years, when I've been mistreated by the people close to me, I was quick to forgive their behavior out of fear of losing the relationship. Unfortunately, I had unconsciously subscribed to the idea that this was the best God had to offer me. I didn't realize I deserved better, so I expected and I settled for less from people. But after more than 30 years of harboring a negative self-image, I started serving God's people. I began giving back to the homeless, and there I was reintroduced to God. I discovered that I was not alone in my pain. Though I had a home and a place to lay my head at night, I recognized a familiar characteristic in the hearts of the homeless. God revealed to me in an instant the pain in their hearts. But amazingly, their pain matched my pain. Most of the homeless men and women that I mentored and served carried the same pain of rejection and abandonment. And in serving them, there arrived a sense of inclusion for me. It feels good to connect with someone who just knows exactly how you feel without asking you to explain. Like them, I understood how it felt to be outcast or viewed as less valuable by the people closest to you. So I gave them what I knew they so desperately longed for: genuine embrace and love, without judgment, without terms or conditions. And as I witnessed some of the other volunteers cringe or turn their noses at the thought of coming in close contact with them, I gladly reached out to release all the love God wanted to shower on them. Many of them were surprised at my excitement and eagerness to just hug them or touch them. This experience, I will just say, I can recall the very first time I started ministering in the outreach center, in the homeless shelter. And in that occasion, I recall, we had done our training, we had talked to our leaders, he had given us all of the steps to follow and, the do's and the don'ts on ministering to homeless. And when the doors were open, we were all excited and ready to welcome all of the homeless in, and they were just literally coming in off of the street. And I was standing there near the door with some of the other leaders, and we were lined up, and our instructions were to greet them as they came through the door and somewhat like kind of build up a line. So as the line was coming in, they'd be greeted by each one of us as they walked in. And I remember as they were coming in, I was shaking hands and I was hugging and I was saying, welcome, we're so glad you're here and we're so excited to see you and welcome home and there's rest here. We said all these things to encourage them as they're walking through the door. But I remember a personal experience where I actually had to take a step away. The line, I think maybe we probably served maybe 100 to 150 men and women every first Sunday. And I think maybe somewhere around middle ways, half the line had come through, and my heart was just filled with hurt. Hurt for seeing them experience the life that they were having, and hurt because of the length of the line. My heart was so touched and so broken for them. I remember just breaking down in tears and having to walk away because I was overwhelmed with seeing how many people were coming through the door. I remember saying, God, why won't the line stop? Why won't the line stop? When is the line going to stop? And I stepped away and I just walked away to just go turn towards the wall and wipe my eyes and try to collect myself. But in that moment, my heart was filled with compassion. I was filled with the desire to just encourage them to keep going, to not stop, to not give up, and that yes, there is life after this. And so let me just finish reading this introduction. And I continue, it goes, during this particular season in my life, God taught me how to love them by the way He loved me. It doesn't matter who has hurt me, left me, or verbally torn me down. I can always come home to Him and expect to be comforted. He taught me that home doesn't just shelter us from the rain, but it's also the place where we can release the tears. It's where we can receive authentic, unconditional, and unlimited love. It's where the broken places in us are gently mended back together again. Home is where the walls of confidence that have been torn down to rubble will be rebuilt stronger than before. The little girl in me who struggled to find acceptance and inclusion in the world discovered that the only place this type of fortifying love exists is in God's heart. As a result, I found the courage to walk away from unhealthy relationships. I found the courage to correct destructive thought patterns and pursue my dreams with confidence. I also found the power that comes from seeking only God to fulfill my desire for love. When you make yourself at home in God's heart, prepare to have your life shifted with a renewed perspective on how you love yourself and others. Only those who are fulfilled by His love can open up their hearts to forgive their enemies and release them from every offense. In this book, Hope for the Soul, I pray you learn that you can take every issue you face home to God. Being the loving Father that He is, He will meet you at the door, excited with open arms and ready to receive you. The healing, the love, and the acceptance you need will only be found in His heart. And that's the introduction. So, from my heart to yours, it is my desire that you discover the secret place in God to be filled from rest to affirmation, to love, to inspiration, to encouragement. I pray that you are filled with all the tools that you need to enjoy this experience called life. Despite your job or what type of car you drive or where you're living, God desires for us to enjoy life. It's not about the material things. It's not about how much money we make. It's not about how many likes we get. Life is simply about us enjoying the gift that God gave us to be on this earth. And then when we can enjoy life and we're actually living and thriving and not just existing, then we can pursue purpose. Then we can shed a light into someone else's life and inspire them to run their race the same way, with joy and with compassion and with love. If you don't have this book, I again encourage you to grab your copy. It's been out a few years, but I'm going to dive into it these next few weeks so that for those of you who haven't gotten it, if you need a little extra push, if you need an extra reason or explanation as to why you need it, you're going to get it in these next few weeks. But don't just wait. Grab it today. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's actually marked down. So if you head over to my website and click on publications and click order the book, it'll take you right to Amazon, and the book is like $6, I think. So dive in, grab you a copy, get you 2 or 3 for yourself, for someone else. The days that we're living in right now, they are definitely trying, and we all need hope. You know, we're all being tested in our hearts. We're being tested in our mental health. We're being tested to just believe that it's going to be okay. You know, we're being tested on our jobs. And, you know, when news alerts go out on our jobs, sometimes we're wondering, okay, what is this meeting going to be about? What is this email about? You know, are they doing another layoff? Are they reorganizing the company? And will my role be obsolete? Is AI or robotics, is that going to replace me? You know, we have cause sometimes to worry, but we also have cause to have faith and to trust God. It's all in His hands. And in this book, you will be encouraged every step of the way. You'll watch the news, then you can pick up the book and be encouraged every night right after watching the news. It will definitely cancel out any negativity that you're hearing on the news reports or on the radio. This book will inspire you to have hope and to have faith and to keep moving forward despite the challenges that are being placed in front of you. So this is tonight's Sunday Soul Care, and I've enjoyed talking to you just from my heart to yours. Grab the book. If you need to know where to get the book, like I said, go to my website, KimberlyMichelleFord.com. So if tonight's Sunday Soul Care has blessed you, I just pray that you will like it and then share it. Just click the button to subscribe and you'll actually be notified every single time I upload a new video. Thanks, guys. Have an amazing evening and a great week. God bless you.